Welcome to Liquid Lunch. We're coming at you live. It is, I'm going to ask my co-host, my new co-host, my special co-host today, Daniel Case. What day is it today, Daniel?
It's Thursday.
Thursday the...
Yeah,
gotcha. It's, you're right, it's Thursday. And we're here at that channel. I don't know what date. I didn't check the date.
Yeah, me neither. I forgot.
We're too busy actually living to check the date and the time. But we are very fortunate here today because we've got Tony-singh joining us from Sirens of Shanti. And Tony, great to meet you and great to have you here in the studio.
Oh, thanks for the invite.
Now, you guys are having a big single release and a video release coming up December 16th at the Lula Lounge, which is a phenomenal venue for anything. Have you guys played there before?
No, actually it'll be the first time. I've been there for some other shows, and I thought it was a perfect fit for Sirens of Shanti.
Yeah.
Because we're, as you can see, very colorful, very energetic, and Lula's perfect for that.
Well, we're going to ask you about some of that colorfulness
Sure.
as we go along here. But let's find out a little bit about Sirens of Shanti. I mean, you were telling me before you're the lead singer, and the rest of the band is all females, which is where
rest of the band is
rest
of the band is all Sirens, and they're all female. We have a violin player, guitarist, bass player, drummer, and sometimes we have a keyboard player as well. Apart from having the female musicians. There's myself, and we have a rapper, Looney Bones. He does the rap parts for us. I sing in Hindi, Punjabi, and Urdu. And Looney Bones, he raps in, I can't even understand him, so I don't know. Well, it must be English.
Who can understand those?
Yeah, exactly. Who can understand the rappers?
Yeah.
so that's what we do.
It doesn't matter as long as it's like works rhythmically.
Oh,
right?
He's very energetic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's great. So what's the story of Sirens of Shanti like? How long have you been doing this? And maybe you can tell us the story of Sirens of Shanti, how it came to be.
Sure. Sirens of Shanti came together approximately 2 years ago. We started recording. The recording was done, I could say, all over the world. We recorded instruments in India, different parts of India. We recorded instruments in LA with my friend. He's actually, he used to play with Punjabi By Nature. I'm also actually from Punjabi By Nature from the old days.
Wow, that's really cool.
Thank you.
I only ever heard about Punjabi By Nature, never actually saw them or anything, and so that's really cool that you're from them.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So Punjabi By Nature was, we did our thing, for about 10 or 11 years. And then I decided, that's it. I don't want to do anything with music.
Really? Why?
Just got tired of touring.
Really?
Yeah, 10 or 11 years is a long time to tour.
Like, where did you guys tour? Like all over the world, or what?
We mainly toured North America.
Yeah. Okay.
Mainly North America, but we had releases in Europe. And
you had a good following in the U.S. as well?
A very good following, yes.
Okay.
We played in Central Park with the guys from REM.
Yeah. Wow.
Their side project called Tuatara, I think it was called. Luna and REM, and there was somebody else. And then, of course, we played with the Beasties, the Beastie Boys. We played with, I mean, there's so many names.
Yeah.
We constantly toured, and the touring and everything, it just got to me after a while.
Did you ever play with Naughty by Nature?
No, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
That would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Actually, we had no clue about the name Naughty by Nature. We just picked up the name Punjabi by Nature because some kid was wearing a T-shirt.
That said what?
It said Punjabi by Nature.
Really?
Yeah. So we went, and checked if it was ever registered as a business or anything like that.
Yeah.
So we just took the name. I remember that kid came on. I was on radio once, and he called in, and because I said the same, or I talked about the same story.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. And he actually called in. He goes, "Oh, by the way, that was me." I said, "I'm sending you a T-shirt, buddy."
That's because I just naturally assumed it was a play on Naughty by Nature.
No, I didn't know. It's afterwards I found out.
Wow.
That it was Naughty by Nature when I heard their music. And wow, this is awesome.
That's really cool.
So we picked out a good name.
Awesome. Well, I love the name Sirens of Shanti. So so you were sick of music. So how long were you out of it before you somehow got the bug to get back into it?
I was out of music maybe 8 years, 8 or 9 years. traveled around quite a bit, around the world. Picked up quite a bit of inspiration from different cultures, different countries, different colors, and then I decided that my head had so much music in there. Before it explodes, I better start writing some music down. And so that's what happened.
Wow.
What was your first song that you wrote before you came back?
First song
you wrote.
When we came back.
Yeah, when you came back under
Sirens of Shanti.
Yeah.
I think the first song would have been. It's called Sajana. It hasn't been released yet.
Okay.
But that's the very first song.
So now you've got this video out or coming out called My Room. Do you want to just tell the story of that song and why? Because as you just said, the song you wrote first hasn't even been released yet.
That's right.
So how do you why this one now, My Room?
Well, I've written actually quite a few songs and also recorded them, so they're just sitting there. This song seemed to be the song everybody thinks that it's very cool. It's speaking about the times right now. Nothing political. So due to that reason, we decided to release the song first.
Nothing political.
Nothing political. There's never anything political.
But is it? No. But then why now? What
why
makes
now?
It so timely? Yeah.
No, I think it's just the energy of the song. There's so much energy in it, and just wanted to do something simple.
Yeah.
Something simple and something which appeals to everyone.
And I should say we're going to play this song or the video as soon as we finish this interview, so everybody can get forward to seeing that and hearing that in just a few minutes. But is it one of those songs where everybody who hears it go, "Oh, that's a hit"? Is it like one of those?
Well, music is such a thing that I think even though the big record company guys who've been doing this for the last 30 years would think that a song is a hit, and guess what? It doesn't become a hit.
Yeah.
There's really no formula, even though I've heard many times that people say, well, there is a formula. There's no such thing.
See, I think like I just go by feeling, right? I just go, okay, I think I can tell. I should be working for the record companies because I can pick the hits.
I'll vote for you.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Well, except the record industry. What record industry?
Where are they, right?
What happened to the record industry, right? I mean, are you guys releasing CDs? Are you doing it on your own? Are you working with a distributor or a record company?
No, actually, so far we're doing it on our own. There is I'm not really sure what the record companies would do.
Yeah. To help, like what can they do that you guys aren't already doing, right?
Yeah. So the main thing is that to just keep on writing songs and get help like yourself, and keep on moving. When the songs become hit, great, and if the songs don't become hit, that's okay. We still keep on going.
It's hard to say what makes a hit anymore. I mean, one of the things that gets me about the music industry, I'm not even sure where you get music anymore. Like, I mean, even who listens to the radio, or if anybody does, because there are still hip hop top 40 radio stations around, but they're playing like maybe Lady Gaga or whatever, the big international stars. But there's so much talent here in Toronto, you could almost have a Toronto only content.
Yes. And
you could have a top 40 list that would be awesome and ever changing, right? Just with Toronto musicians. There is
so much music. Exactly what you said, and sometimes I think the radio stations. I mean, they play very safe.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally.
They play safe because they want to keep the listeners. Yeah. They want to the big advertising revenues.
Yeah.
So they just play safe. But then, of course, there's college stations and the independent stations and all that who would actually are brave enough to say, I don't care about what anybody wants me to play. I'm going to play what I like. So which is a good thing. And those are the stations and like the program this program, it keeps us going. College stations, university stations. I don't know if you remember CKLN. CKLN used to be a part of the Ryerson, and then And these days it says EIUT, and then there's many stations.
Yeah, yeah, maybe, yeah.
So I think for somebody like ourselves, or like you said, the many other Canadian acts or acts from Toronto, that is one way. Or and the other thing is that the famous Google world of YouTube's.
It's almost like YouTube is it now, right?
Yep.
For distribution, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so why Sirens of Shanti? Like, how did you go about recruiting a whole bunch of girls? Was that part of the plan, an all-female backup band, or what was the thought process there?
Well, it actually came from, I wrote another song called Shanti. And,
which means peace, right?
Which means peace.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when I wrote the song Shanti, and then I didn't really, when I started writing music, I wasn't really sure if I was going back to Punjabi By Nature, or what my plan was. But I just wanted to write music. So I wrote music. And from the song Shanti, it became that maybe, we just need to start a new project.
Mm-hmm.
And it just completely dissolved Punjabi By Nature, even though, Tony-singh is always attached to Punjabi By Nature one way or another. We just keep on going. And from Shanti then came across Sirens somehow. Even the historically they haven't had a good reputation.
So, right, okay.
According to Johnny Depp's movie,
Wow, I didn't see it.
Pirates of the Caribbean. You gotta see that movie. So, also the Greek mythology is that they used to take the sailors and take them to an island, and afterwards the sailors never used to come back.
Death.
Yeah. So it's a very mysterious, evocative idea. Right?
Yes, very mysterious, and Shanti's peace. So we wanted to bring these two words together, saying Sirens of Shanti, and also the thinking most of us have is that Shanti or peace can only be achieved at certain places, temples, churches, wherever.
Yeah.
To me, I think Shanti can be achieved anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are, even with the sirens.
Okay. So then you had to go and get a bunch of competent girl musical performers.
Yes.
Then did you have to, what did you do? Audition for them, or were these people you knew, or? No,
actually, we did the auditioning, and from the auditioning, and then sometimes what happens is that you get one musician, and she would say, "Hey, Tony, by the way, if you're looking for a bass player, I know somebody."
Mm-hmm.
And then she would say, "Oh, I know somebody else."
Yeah.
So.
But were you committed to all girls at this point?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I was totally committed, and even though I think many other musicians watching this program would say, "Man, you're crazy," because it's very difficult to find female, very good musicians. Mm-hmm. And the musicians in my band, they're extremely versatile because our music goes from hip hop, dancehall, reggae to heavy metal. Mm-hmm. So
they got to be.
They must be able to play all those styles.
Yeah.
and also funk.
How many different styles are you guys playing right now, like for your music?
Well, the styles. I couldn't even count on my fingers. It starts off with Bollywood music. Mm-hmm. That's where Hindi, Punjabi, and Urdu comes from. We have Bollywood, then we have dance hall, then we have dance hall reggae, then we have Middle Eastern music in there as well. Sajana was written on Middle Eastern ragas, and then it just keeps on going into heavy rock. You have heavy rock going on, but at the same time you have the dancey beats. Major Lazer, Diplo could be some of the names I can mention. So there's all these styles, and to me, it's really the Canadian thing. You get on the subway, you get to hear every single language and every single,
It's good to be able to, because sometimes the song is going to require a certain style, or it's going to require a certain heaviness, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're able to do almost anything musically, then that's going to serve whatever songs you end up writing,
Definitely,
right?
definitely. So this way, at least when I start writing a song, I don't have to think that oh no, I have to keep it within the certain genre or whatever.
Count on your band to pull it off. Right?
Exactly. So to me, it doesn't matter as long as my musicians are they can play, and I know they can play everything. So it's much easier to take the song to them and say, well, this is what I'm thinking.
So we have to ask you about the paint, right? The paint and
yeah. I was wondering about that too. Does it have any specific meaning, or
the face paint has to do with it's about celebration. We're celebrating to me, and every single time I wear face paint, it's never the same color. It's always different, different designs, different colors, and I'm basically just promoting the celebration of different colors, celebrations of different cultures, celebration of different music.
Yeah.
And also I'm celebrating the actually color of our music. Our music is very colorful.
Yeah.
So that's what this is.
I think in the future everyone will have face paint on.
I think so.
All the time.
I think so. And the last thing is that it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you do it every day or?
Most of the time.
Yeah.
It depends on the mood.
Yeah.
So when I was coming here, you park the car and you walk through, through people, busy street.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at you, and sometimes people are driving by you. They wave at you, and I'm not really sure what they're thinking. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But they smile.
Well, it's if you're going to be a rock star, you got to stand out from the crowd, right? So
you got to start somewhere, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Now you got the video being released December 16th. We're going to hear it in a few minutes, called My Room. But do you have a CD out, or is how do people? It's also the release of the single, right? So, how are you releasing it? Are you doing CDs, or are you?
We're not really doing CDs yet.
Yeah.
So what our plan is to release maybe one song every 2 months.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a world of singles these days.
It's almost like you got to figure out the strategy. Could be up to you to figure out, right?
Yes.
What's going to work.
Yeah.
It's kind of anybody's guess of how you do that in the music business these days.
Yeah, we already have the songs recorded, number of them, and maybe after a few months we will put them out as an EP on a CD, hopefully even vinyl. If we can afford it.
Yeah, vinyl would be cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Vinyl.
that would be.
I think that's the way vinyl.
Vinyl has really good sound.
Yeah, especially the
Probably
pops and the clicks.
Exactly.
I love that part.
Probably has the best sound.
But I really think that's a cool idea with also the digital downloads. So
Right.
you buy the vinyl and you get the digital downloads anyway.
Yeah,
Sure.
Right?
yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
because it's also a very, very digital age these days. So it'll be good if you can get it off of iTunes and many of those different mediums.
Yeah. Some people just like it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I got a vinyl collection, I don't want to touch vinyl. So now we have the poster. Let's just show that so people can see and freeze frame this and get all the information they need. The Lula Lounge on December 16th, and it's $10 at the door, but people can buy tickets in advance. I take it?
It'll be mostly at the door.
Okay, mostly at the door, and and people will get a chance to. And you guys will be performing live?
We will be performing live, and we do have an opening act.
Yeah.
They're called the Sleepovers.
Uh-huh.
They'll be going on around 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then we will actually show the video there.
Mm-hmm.
Show the video, and then the band will perform for about 50 minutes.
That sounds like it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, you gotta make sure you bring your running shoes so you can bounce up and down and the feet don't hurt.
And are there any other gigs lined up either before or after?
Right now, this is the only one.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're planning to do quite a bit after that.
Okay, cool. Well, listen, it's been great to meet you and wish you all the best with this project.
Thank you so
and
much.
I'm looking forward to hearing this right now because haven't heard it yet. So we've been talking about it, but now we're going to get a chance to listen to it. And is there a website or something if you want people to get and stay in touch with Sirens of Shanti?
Yes, it's sirensofshanti.rocks.
Okay.
And also the usual suspects, your Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, all of those things, and whoever else comes up again with another social network will be on that.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. All right, Tony. Great to meet you. Thanks for
Great
coming in
to meet
today.
you. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
And here's the video, and we're gonna be back right after this with more Liquid Lunch on thatchannel.com as Dean Nicholson. We're going to talk about the Trans-Pacific Partnership, but here's Sirens of Shanti. We'll be right back.
छोरी मेरा